Akkadian art and the Neo-Sumerian period. The victory stele of Naram-Sin. The divine status that the Akkadian kings claimed for themselves can also be seen in another masterpiece of Akkadian art, the victory stele of Naram-Sin. On this stone slab, Sargon's warrior grandson is depicted leading his victorious troops up the slopes and through the trees of a mountain, facing the defeated enemy forces who are being trampled underfoot, falling, fleeing, dying, or begging for mercy. The king, standing far taller than his soldiers, stands alone upon the corpses of two defeated enemy soldiers. He wears a horned helmet, the symbol of his divine status, and two celestial bodies, or his stars of good fortune, symbols of Shamash, the sun god, and Ishtar, the goddess of war and love, shine above this scene of victory. The artist has displayed a nearly astonishing originality, not only in the masterly rendering of the subject matter, but also in the variety of poses and the composition of the scenes. The king's soldiers, a large army represented by 8 figures in 2 orderly columns, carry spears and have raised their banners upon encountering the fleeing enemy troops, 7 figures, one of whom is tumbling headfirst down the mountainside. The figures seen in the standard of Ur, by comparison, appear somewhat static and formal next to the figures on this stone stele. The creator of the victory stele of Naram-Sin is a daring innovator. Although he follows ancient conventions, particularly in representing the figures of the king and his soldiers with combined profile and frontal views, he relies on his own sensory perception to create this first true landscape in Near Eastern art since Çatalhöyük. The rise of the Neo-Sumerian period and the statues of Gudea. The progress and achievements of Akkad were halted by the incursions of mountain tribes known as the Gutians, who dominated central and lower Mesopotamia for nearly 60 years. During this period, the cities of Sumer reasserted themselves in response to the foreign presence, establishing the Neo-Sumerian rule led by the kings of Ur. During this era, the most significant and vital support flowed to the Sumerian cities from the city of Lagash, Tello, under the rule of Gudea. Nearly 20 statues of Gudea, either standing or seated, with hands clasped together and sometimes wearing a woolen cap, have survived. Gudea, who attributed his own good fortune and that of his city to the favor of the gods, was deeply dedicated to performing their rituals and ceremonies. The reason for the sheer number of his statues was so they could symbolically take his place in the temples and serve the benevolent gods for eternity. The standing statue of Gudea, like his other sculptures, is carved from diorite, dolerite. This stone is immensely hard, and the sculptor demonstrates ultimate skill in working it, subduing this hardness with a smooth finish. This capped statue stands in a formal, frontal pose, reminiscent of the era of Tel Asmar. The large eyes and prominent eyebrows recall the tradition of Mesopotamian artists. One shoulder and arm are bare. The robe wraps around the torso and under the armpit, hanging down almost vertically from the other arm. The entire body of this statue is exceptionally simple, free of any irregular or overly complex relief work. The standing statue of Gudea possesses a distinct unity and compactness, arising from the artist's visualization of it as a cylindrical or conical form carved into the mass of this beautifully textured stone. The gentle flow of the contours, the beauty of the profile, and the richness of the polished diorite completely complement one another,